Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully, informational part help you in somewhere now, and we pretty much just, watch what goes on in the world and talk about them. And I just got to thank the people that's been rocking with your boy, because you could be somewhere else trying to find these videos, but yet you're rocking it out with CSL TV. And I just got to say I appreciate that so much. And as you guys can see, in the city news, 6-year-old rings the bell at the Detroit hospital to signal a winning battle against cancer. Now, I know a lot of sad things do happen in the world because we talk about them on here and report it. But we also must give the joy and the light to this 6-year-old, because I could not imagine if one of my kids have to go through something like that. And that's just hard for anybody. But we don't know what somebody has been through. And all I'm trying to say is keep it nice and polite. I just hope everybody is doing all right. And you already know. I just hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day. Let's get it.
Oh, my Lanta!
Fred and Sheila McCoy were live streaming their hunt when they stumbled upon a foul smell and vultures circling above. Authorities had been searching for 32-year-old Joseph Couch for 11 days after a rampage that left 5 people wounded on Interstate 75. Joseph had allegedly opened fire on random cars from a cliff above the highway, causing multiple accidents and injuries. Officials say he fled into the dense woods of the Daniel Boone National Forest, sparking a massive manhunt that covered over 28,000 acres. But his story took a strange turn when a local YouTube couple, Fred and Sheila, who run the channel Hatfield McCoy Museum Adventures, decided to search for Couch themselves. As they approached, Fred yelled out, "Oh, found him!"
Here he is! You found him? Oh, my Lanta.
And the camera captured parts of the body, what they believed were the remains of Couch.
Oh, gross.
Police were called immediately, and officers confirmed the discovery was near where Couch had initially unleashed his violent attack. The body was badly decomposed, but officials are confident it's Couch based on clothing and items found at the scene, including a weapon. Fred and Sheila McCoy will be awarded a $25,000 reward for their role in ending the manhunt. The discovery comes after Couch's alleged shooting spree on September 7th, which wounded 5 people, including a victim shot in the face. Investigators say they have no clear motive, but Couch had recently threatened his neighbors and was believed to be struggling with mental health issues. He even texted someone before the attack saying, "I'm going to kill a lot of people," and planned to end his own life after the shooting. While the search for answers continues, many in the area are breathing a sigh of relief now that the manhunt has concluded. This case highlights 2 critical issues facing our country: access to guns and the failure of our mental health system. Critics say this is yet another example of how easy access to guns in America can turn mental health crises into deadly tragedies. With more guns than people in the United States, it's clear that this system is set up for violence, not safety.
Man, now that is crazy. Y'all see how this guy went on this shooting spree? You know what I'm saying? Did what he did to 5 people, threatened his neighbors on a rampage. And like my people over at Notice News, Crime Line, all them say, mental health is something a lot of people is facing and dealing with. We never know what somebody might be going through mentally. That's why everybody should practice being a good person. What if he would have really did what he wanted to do when it comes to, going through this crazy shooting spree, just tearing up a whole block of innocent people because he was going through pain and wanted to die. That's just messed up to know that he had not only did that, but then you threaten your neighbor. And now your body parts is in, in the forest because they had a manhunt for you, which the police was unsuccessful. That they took 2 people, a couple, who just regular folks. I mean, we all regular, but you know what I'm trying to say. Without those type of skills and all this, whatever qualifications. But anyway, stumbled upon the body, seen vultures around them because we all heard it. And I'm like, man, that's why it pays to be a good person, because who knows what happened to him up until his death. And then if he was alive being torn apart by wildlife and all this other stuff, maybe he did it to himself. But what we do know is, like they said, mental health, guns, all this stuff that's making folks have easy access to do things to people is something we really need to be worried about, because this is just the start of it. It's a lot more people that's been going through it, that have been going through it. And I'm pretty sure this isn't the end.
Jamie never believed the story about her daughter's death. Her daughter, April Holt, was a 29-year-old TikTok star and lash tech known for sharing beauty tips and life advice with her 200,000 followers. One day, April was found unconscious in the bathroom of her Nashville home. She was rushed to the hospital, but died later that same day. Police ruled that it was self-inflicted and closed the case, but Jamie Dickerson was convinced that they were wrong. She wasn't about to let it go. Her grandson told her that he saw April fighting with her husband, Donovan, on the day she died. Then, Jamie learned something odd. Donovan had pawned his wedding ring just a week before April's death. Jamie became obsessed, spending hours every day going over police reports and autopsy details. She discovered bruises on her daughter's neck and legs and even a gash on her inner thigh, details that she had to bring to the police's attention herself. Still, authorities insisted there wasn't enough evidence to reopen the case. But her persistence forced the police to investigate further, and eventually they found Donovan's fingerprints on the duct tape that was used to strangle April. When she confronted her daughter's husband, he shocked her by confessing to the whole thing. He reportedly told Jamie exactly how he had killed her daughter, strangling her, dragging her to the shower, and taping a bag around her head to make it look like something it wasn't. This all happened last year, but just this week, Donovan was arrested and indicted for reckless homicide. Jamie is still fighting for him to be charged with murder.
Now, this is very tragic, and I'm sorry if this touched a lot of people. I myself knows what it feels like to go through a situation like this. And, I'm happy that she was able to get justice and never gave up, because that's something you do as a parent. You never give up. These kids wasn't asked to be here. We did what we did to make them, and we have to do what we have to do to provide and to love and to take care of them the best we can. Even though she was a very mature grown adult with two beautiful children that's left here now with no parent, your job as a parent never stopped. You could be 90, they could be 60, and the love and all that stuff should always fucking be there. It's like if that was your baby. And I'm just happy that God gave her the strength to know that this isn't right. This isn't who I raised my kid to be, and kept digging and digging and digging. And domestic violence, abuse, that shit is so lame and tender. Like, anybody who promote violence on hitting women or men or anything like that in an unlovely way, they should do something to them type of people, because the pieces that's missing in our heart when we don't get the justice that we want when a loved one of ours is lost to domestic violence. So if anybody going through it, there's hotlines, the 988 number, all that stuff that you can call if you need to talk to somebody, get away, whatever you need to do.